Hello, welcome to the stream. Tonight we're going to be continuing some Factorio production scrap. If you were here yesterday, you saw that we got a little bit of the science started. And next we need to do some... we need to finish the science, and we need to work on them all some. I also need to place a couple of radars. That's what I forgot. After the stream yesterday, I took down the old science. It was right here. I also set up some additional smelting. There's an iron smelting here underneath where there's no radar. There's some copper smelting here. And so now we have separate smelting for the green circuits than from the bus. I appear to have something broken down here. I was clearing some trees also between the streams. Something more broken. Okay, that's better. Previously I was sharing the copper and the iron, so I have some extra belts running a little bit extraneously here. At some point I need to come back down here and remember to pick up this iron and or to hook this iron up correctly. One thing I just noticed that I forgot to do was handle this scrap belt so that the iron can smelt fully once we're ready to pick it up. I know I'll regret it, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Let's pick this up. Let the bots have some, or pick up some iron. We'll split this out and get it ready to go for the next. I'll let that just kind of fill that half belt for now. We'll pick it up at toward the end of the episode, if I remember. Okay, so the first thing is a couple of radars here. Get those placed. Those aren't radars. Those aren't radars. These are radars. Just go ahead and put one right here by the mall. That'll help. That'll at least take care of that. Then we'll put one out here someplace. We have some science scrap to deal with at some point here. Okay. Somewhere around here, I'll probably end up tweaking that once I have the ability to line it up a little better with large power poles. But for now, that'll hold till we have the large power poles. I don't have biters turned on, so I'm not really worried about that. Or I'm not worried about that at all. So I don't really need to explore very swiftly. On top of that, I also have resources turned up a little bit higher than normal. Just because I don't want to have to deal with the I don't have to deal with trains and setting up mining fields and stuff so frequently. I want to focus on the mod. So the labs, I want to try a different, at least different to me, lab setup that I've never tried before. Something like this, where a belt of science goes up the side, another two belts come in through here, and then a final belt comes in on the other side. The way I envision this working is like this, and then that's kind of a module. And then I can just copy and paste that however many times I want to. To start with, the only... and then I can actually couple these belts too. And make it a little bit easier on myself. I'm already out of undergrounds. I actually didn't need to place any of those undergrounds at this point. Actually, I will. Actually, I'm going to remove those. because they aren't going to be needed for quite a while. I'll leave the bottom ones just so that I have them there as a marker. And I really didn't need probably blue inserters at all. And I definitely don't need all of those blue inserters here, but I'll leave them alone. They'll be fine. Okay, so this belt will be green and red. This one will be something else. This belt will be green and red. This will be something else. And then this final belt will be green and red. It's okay that these are odd, an odd count, at least I think it is, because the science labs on in the middle here are going to be pulling from both sides, whereas the ones on the outsides are only going to be pulling from one side. So technically that means that the outer labs are going to have a little bit more science available to them. But science is so fickle anyway, and so low volume anyway, that I don't think it's a big deal. I need to make a few more labs. I don't have that part of the mall set up yet. 5, 10... We'll go with 12. That'll fill out the rest of this. And then I could do a circular belt here. But again, science is so fickle that it's not going to matter a whole lot. It doesn't look like we're producing enough gears. For 10 machines. Is it just that they're ramping up, or is there something? Because this is 2 iron. This is only 1 gear for every 2 seconds. No, every second, because the machine runs at half speed, and we're at a half a second each. So the purple inserter should be fine. So oh, it's catching up. Okay, good. Okay, so labs get made. And then I need to take care of this. Ooh, I really need to take care of this scrap belt here. Right, as soon as these last 2 labs are made, we'll go take care of that. I can start some research here. Let's do automation 2. Well, we talked about circuit network last time, needing that to be a high priority. We could do that. Don't need solar. Let's do electric energy. And the engine. That's a good first series, first grouping. Okay, that is all of our labs. So let's deal with the scrap. How far down does it go? Right there. No, I'm off by 1. Off by 1. Sorry, up the nanobots. The other thing that I turned on, or I added in since last stream, was Afraid of the Dark, because it got a little dark in here yesterday. So that should help on the stream side, make it look a little better. Oh, I just realized I never maximized my game window. Now you can see the whole thing. Almost. Okay, so that's red and green science. We have quite a bit of red and green science to let run, so I'm not going to worry about working on gray just yet. Let's go work on the mall. So if you were here yesterday, we talked about how the mall is working. I'm using a version of the mall that is similar to Catherine Sky's. It actually was developed sort of after hers, or in honor of hers. The only difference being that some of the stuff is in different spots than her 0.17 mall ended up, just because they both diverged from the common 0.16 mall. What I'm doing with the mall is, because every material or every assembly basically produces some sort of scrap, I'm taking the mall blueprint in slices and placing it down just the slice at a time. So like for example, this slice here, these 3 machines, I actually don't know what they do. But it doesn't really matter. Because I know they're going to produce some scrap somewhere, and I need to handle it somehow. And the way that I'll handle it is just by putting in a scrap belt here. And I'm out of undergrounds. Because of course I am. Must be Phil again, yep. Oh, we just got circuit network, so we can actually start wiring some of these up for circuits. Which will help out a lot with the machines getting tied up. Let's see if we can figure out what this row is, and if we have these machines yet. We do not, or these recipes yet. We do not have these, and we do not have the next row either. But that's okay, because I want to get to a couple rows later anyway. Okay, this looks like that. I see we have a splitter here splitting off of something, which is then getting shoved into this one machine here. So we can figure out how that's supposed to work. It's definitely got to get moved up some. Let's see, this should be able to go right here. I'll move this there. And we'll take this right back down and back up again, just to avoid that scrap belt. Okay, we're out of blue inserters. I really should supply up before I get started. Grab another stack of some purple ones here. Okay, so this splitter actually needs to be way up here, there, and then that like that, and that brings green circuits in apparently to here. Somewhere in all this is the power poles. Let's look at again the recipe or the blueprint. This must be right here that I'm just going to paste next, must be where the power poles go. Because I see the iron sticks, which I believe is part of that recipe. And then 2 unused, or so far unavailable machines. I think next we picked... No, tool belt we picked next. So let's go ahead and grab... What's after lights on this side? Another 3 unknowns. Oh, they're knowns now. They are circuit pieces. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to move my little temporary blueprint here to the right a little bit elsewhere because I need to be able to capture that blueprint easily. All right, so that's a scrap belt now. So I need to place this, I believe, right here. And then I'll just have to shove the scrap out. May have to play with some of the inserters a little bit. Let's place that right there. That's supposed to be green circuits. Yes, it is. Okay. So, and then we need a splitter here for green circuits. No, for red circuits. Really? Red circuits? Check that again. Yeah, that's going to be really hard to follow pretty soon. Okay. It is splitting off of the green and red belt. It is red circuits. Must be something else there that uses those, because I don't think these use... These use red circuits? Yeah, these don't use... These use green circuits. Okay, where is this mall getting the green circuits from? That feels like it should be green circuits there, not red circuits. I have the green circuits on the wrong side. Excellent. Okay, we need to fix that. Okay. Just do this. We'll have an inventory full of green circuits today. That'll be just great. I know there are some back there. These gotta come out too. All those. So that must be red circuits that are actually in demand right there. Okay, clean that up. Did we just get? No, we didn't get power poles yet. I'm really hoping, I'm really wishing that I did those power poles sooner. Put these in. Yeah, okay. Can pick up, no, we can't pick those up yet. I left a few of these in here. Okay, so now we have green circuits going this way. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, which place these combinators go. Yeah, I need to find another place to stamp this down. I need to find a nice clearing, maybe way over here. I like it being out of my way as well, because then I don't accidentally build it like I did some of it already with. Yeah, it looks like... Actually, I can grab the whole thing here. Do that. Okay, so we need to deal with scrap. Here we can put circuit scrap. This will be an easy one. So here we can just do something like this. And put also probably, yep, circuit scrap. Thank you. And then here I'm going to do the same underground to here. Move the blue inserter there. Also circuit scrap. And that just gives us a nice solid scrap belt. I'm going to wait on the power. No, I won't wait on the power. Go ahead and build. Of course. Couldn't reach the last one. I need to change these to be purple. What am I missing? Oh yeah, the copper wire. I didn't have copper here at the end of the last episode, and I meant to bring it up here, and I didn't. So we'll do that real quick, so that we have copper wire. That'll be good, because that'll go while... Oh, I was missing some inserters here. Excellent. Okay. Let's bring the copper up. Copper goes on the inside of the belt. Offset this a little bit. Uh-oh. We're getting scrap in our... because I forgot to filter it. Uh-oh. That's not good, Wally. Hold on. Cut it off. I forgot to filter this belt. That's going to bite me many times. I can already see. And I have no idea if there's any. There's some there. If there's any hidden in those undergrounds. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something that's going to mess me up every time. Is forgetting to filter an output, especially of a smelting array, where there's such a big chance of there being a large amount of scrap. I do have even distribution, so I just evenly distributed some science into the, hopefully that's all of them, into the labs. Alright, and we're already using almost that whole belt, almost used that whole belt up. So, just like previously, this can either get filtered, just like we did over here, and get filtered up here, and then run the scrap belt all the way down. Or I can try to filter it right here, kind of in place. I can do that if I, especially here, because the green circuits are never going to come this way. So I can do that actually fairly easily right here. And then we'll do output to the left with the copper scrap. And that should be good now. Okay. And I have a stack of copper scrap with me, but that's okay. We'll clean it out soon enough. Let's deal with this belt since we're here. We can deal with this one too. Go bots. I'll see that tail there for now. This one also can go. This is a temporary iron belt for green circuits that we just removed the other half of. Okay. So we did just get power distribution. I'm gonna grab that blueprint again. Should really pin it down here in my toolbar. So I have it on hand. Because I'm going to be needing to stamp this a lot for a while. Okay, power goes down here. I might have messed this up then. Let's take a look. Alright, so power goes. Inserters. Nope, I think I might have done this okay. So we have the assembly machines here. I can set this recipe now. A row of something we don't know just yet. And then the power row. So this is assembler 2 here. Row of something we don't know. And then here's the power row. And I need to grab that very next row here with the... this one here with the iron sticks. Just so that we make sure we grab this whole thing. And this can go... I think this can go right here. I probably don't want that there. Dang. Lots of stuff. Okay. That could be problematic. Hold on. Okay. We need to do another scrap belt. Let's clear some trees here. Those didn't get picked up. There we go. And we're going to do another scrap belt with the outputs going to the, or just kind of tucked in through. So we do an underground here. Output. And then I can filter, insert these. So these are iron scrap plates. And then iron sticks. Okay. And then I need to look at what these recipes are. Medium power poles and large power poles are graded across here. Medium, large, and you don't get to insert into boxes just yet. Okay, so these produce the electric item. We already have a scrap belt right here, so that's handy. The electric. And I'm assuming these do as well. Yes, they do. Then a box there and a box there. We need to bring these. Oh, we need steel on the bus. That would help. Alright. Still don't know what all of that stuff is. So let's go do some steel real quick. Or I can just steal some from here. And at least get some started. It's quite a few steel plates. So let's get some power poles started here. And I can do the steel array after the stream. And we need copper. Yes, we do need copper. I can hook that copper up, though. Now that we've cleaned up the copper belt. Copper on the outside. Okay. There's the copper. Good, we're getting some power poles now. We're just gonna have to upgrade these machines sooner rather than later. And you're missing steel, so we can't do anything about that just yet. Let's see, what else do we have recipe-wise that we can build in the mall? Not that worried about steel boxes. Copper, we should be getting this copper machine filled now, so that should be making lights and combinators. Can do red belts now. Not that concerned about it just yet. Inserters are the same, power poles are the same. I'm not horribly worried about radars either. But I guess we could progress this way and start working on... We're not going to need the walls, we're not going to need the gates, but we could start making steel furnaces, I suppose. I'd like to get to pipes soon. But it's also not too bad. How are the power poles going? Getting there. So what I plan on doing once the power poles are done is filter, deconstructing just the wooden power poles that are in the mall, replacing the blueprint segments, and getting the power poles in place a little bit neater. So I think the next thing we need to deal with is, well, we need to work our way towards oil. So let's get fluid handling, because I think that makes oil processing next. And then things like lube, and then especially scrap processing. I really want to get to this. We need sulfur and sulfuric acid. Don't need batteries. Before we get to scrap processing. Because all the scrap processing requires sulfuric acid. And I think maybe then I'll speed up my bots a little bit. I'm not going to focus on trains too fast. I could work on cars eventually, I suppose, but it's also not that critical. Maybe we'll get some lab research going too. Okay. So next, we could either work on Great science, or we can keep piecing together the mall. I think piecing together the mall is the more appropriate option, just because it's kind of unique to this mod. Otherwise we could, yeah, we're out of steel again. Otherwise we could build a steel array. Kind of just depends on what you guys want to watch. If you want to watch me drag belts over for a steel array, or if you want to watch putting together the mall. That looks fancy. So we added a scrap belt in here. So I think I'm going to have to add another iron belt like this one. Which means we'll actually need this whole piece here. All the way up to there. No. Need more than that even. So we have a scrap belt that's going to be right in there. We can go all the way up to here. Need to copy these inner belts too. Okay. I think we need to go all the way up this far. Because we need to split, again, this iron belt there. I can just go that way. I think that'll do it. This is to bring red circuits onto this belt. These items, whatever they are, will go onto this scrap belt. Just let this build. Just going to use the filter, deconstruction planner, just to clean some of this out. I don't like the trees clogging up the mall. When I can't see it, I don't like it. A little bit bigger here. Okay, that'll be better. Let's also deconstruct this copy of the mall. Just because we don't need it anymore. This new copper texture keeps making me think that it's wood on that line, not copper. Throws me off. So I can straighten these out now. Which is the other reason why I wanted to cut that one off. Let it burn down. It's the reason why I wanted to get rid of this mall, because I had to do that little evasive thing there to get the copper to the copper smelter. So I'll be glad to have it back. Wow, we have a lot of wood in our inventory. Okay. Well, we can always burn it later for fuel. That belt up. Missed that one. Let's go ahead and let the red circuits get made. No, not yet. But we could do this piece, which is letting the red circuit scrap come out of there. Need to move these down just so we can get a belt across here. We'll do this one just like we did the yellow. I assume these use the same pieces. Ah, welcome Aldini Rules. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully the red belts are the same think they are. So we'll go with it. And then we'll have to deal with the blue belts another way. Ooh, that's not going to work the way that I have it, is it? I also have that inserter backwards. That's pretty silly. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with the blue belts later, but that's the blue belts, so that's for later. Let's grab some power poles now that they should be made. Excellent. Let's do the filter here. It's going to be too much, but it'll be okay. I know. You don't like it when I steal things from you. So the problem is I put some of the power poles over top of the other ones. So I'm going to have to be a little bit creative here. Also get the other side. Problem is I have to do this kind of one at a time. Connect the smelting. Eventually I'll connect all that with the large power poles, but for now I don't have the... I can't do that. I can't do that. There are no power poles in that section. Let's grab this piece here. That'll line up okay. Yeah, these are too far, so we just need to grab these and put some extra ones in here. We'll have to do that a few times, I think. No, that is right, I think. You don't need gears. That's because that's where these belt pass-throughs were. I think that's good. I think so. Need some power out here. Oh, let's grab the next segment. Yeah, we need some power on the outside. Oh, there's one here. Look at that. Okay, this I will have to be careful with because it's going to want to put inserters in here. We don't want that to happen. Too much. Alright, these guys can come inside. They're not doing any good where they're at. That one's probably necessary, but the other ones aren't so much. Calidorn, welcome. Is that your spirit animal there? Yeah, power pole spaghetti. It's my favorite snack. Only made worse by the fact that we have so much going on here with the extra features of the mod. I think that'll be good. I might have to tweak that a little bit. Yes, I will. Take these random pipes out. I don't need both lights either. That going to be necessary? Yes, they are both necessary. Excellent. Okay. This one's going to need an extra power pole on that side. And these are fine because we hadn't actually set these up yet. Can I do it like this just to make it look a little bit more symmetrical? Yes, I can. Okay. Now we need to work on this side. Oh, I know what these were for. These are for the crossovers. inserters. We added a belt in the middle here, so I need to do them one row at a time. Yes. Okay, what did you place that I don't need? Don't need these. Don't need these. That's good. That's good. We need a power pole over here. I mean, yeah, you need to get a emoticon made for a wyvern. That sounds like something that's really a valuable way to spend time. And then you'll have all the wyverns you could ever need. Well, I don't know that one could have that many wyverns, but you get the idea. Alright, this got messed up here. Under. Okay. Oh, that's how I had it. Like that. You don't need any of that stuff. I'll put it there instead. Oh, that was fine. That's fine the way I had it. Okay. Yes, I do understand. You have a strong, let's say, a strong affinity. That's the word. Yes, affinity for the wyverns. I think I can just do that. Okay. Everything has power except for a tiny little right there, and then we need power up here. I didn't think I messed these up, but maybe I did. No, I think they're just, it's another case of too far apart. Oh, nope, there's one there. Yeah, too far apart. One there, one there. Excellent. Another case of too far apart. Although I don't necessarily, well, I don't necessarily want these powered yet because I don't even know what they are at this point. But we'll go with it. Oh, that's why you've stopped. And you as well. Okay. So, onward we go. Need to connect these across. Then these we don't actually have a known recipe for yet. We just need to keep in mind that we need to deal with scrap. So, these bottom machines will go in this belt, and then we'll need to add a scrap belt up here. This belt is here. It's not used for these machines below it. So I think we can make that be where the scrap belt goes, and then actually grab this whole thing here again. Place it here. I'll make this be our scrap belt. At least for this row, I see that there are 2 rows of machines back to back here, so this might be easier to do with that configured. These were connected here. Thank you for the follow, Galador. Much appreciated. How is this configured? I'm missing something here, and it's going to be a mess if I don't get it right. Actually, I shouldn't be copying that anyway. Because that'll be a mess, and it'll be a mess when I don't get it right. Okay. So this isn't reaching far enough. We'll have to interrupt our regularly scheduled scrap belt here for some undergroundies. Nope, that's backwards. Like that. Okay. And the green circuits come from... Did I have these green circuits backwards too? I probably do. Green circuits on the outside. Yay. Messed another one up. Okay, let's do a little bit of belt spaghetti here. What do I want more of? Iron? Copper? Both? Neither? Just one there. That's the... No, that's not the end of the road. This is the end of the road for the green circuits. Oh, no problem. Much appreciated. Hold on. You can stop right there. That's not really what I wanted to stop. Alright, well, we're going to have plenty of green circuits to handcraft stuff with, so that's good. Alright, I think I got all the green circuits out of the... Nope, there's one down here in the end yet. Out of the system. So, let's let it run again. You were a tad preoccupied yesterday anyway while you were watching, so I'll forgive you for the lack of a follow yesterday. Okay. So the green circuits come off of this belt. They get half loaded onto this belt along with steel and sent along their way up here to where this can pick them up. We're still a little too far apart here. Let's interrupt this belt here. Bring this one down. That'll do that. Same thing here. Okay, that should get us our supplies. And before you do too much here, though, I want you to output. We're going to have a scrap belt coming across here because the next row of... The next thing is a row of more machines. So we might as well put the scrap belt in between the two rows of machines instead of trying to do something squirrely. Let's go here, I think will be good. Down and there. Alright, this is radars. And this is going to be some new kind of scrap. I think that's military scrap. I think I've seen, yeah, military scrap. Makes sense. Radars are on the military menu. But they're hardly just a military use. Those are stuck again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and do some circuit action here. A tad. Did I say a tad? I don't even remember. Yeah, I want more belts. Alright, we need to get rid of some of this wood. Down a box. Or all. Either one. Splitters are good. Still doing good on inserters. Okay. Radars are going strong. I do not know what these items are, but that is okay. And I think maybe we should do some circuits, because those things keep getting stopped up. So let's just go ahead and make some circuit wires here. We have plenty of green circuits with which to make circuit wires. I'm assuming they're somewhere here in the mall, but maybe not. They are not. So, yeah, we're gonna have craft them. So what I want to do with the circuit wires is, whenever we have a box where the scrap is being inserted into the box by a regular inserter and then pulled back out of the box by a filter inserter, I want to circuit control that inserter. And I just want to limit it to, in this case, 2 stacks. So that's less than 100. And then I can remove the filter here, and this can go, and it can insert in the scrap for that to be taken out, and it doesn't tie up the machine anymore. Just a basic use of circuit network, but it works great. I think 2 stacks is still enough for those, or is fine for those. So where those are less than 100, which is fine. You're doing so as you can see, it stopped at 100 there, and it just, but because the box is no longer filtered, it allows the items to, the scrap items to continue on. Same thing here. 1 stack of those. Yeah, see, this is stopped at 9, so that's not good. Because when I want to come back here and get red inserters, which is rare, to be fair, but it happens, I want it to be a full stack of them. I don't want it to have to wait. 4 stacks of those. Where purple is less than 200. And those, we have a short stack here, so as you can see, the inserter scrap is flowing. So that's it for right here. I moved this. You need gears, yes. I moved this box just so that I could make this all fit. But these are doing assembling machine scrap. Those are fine. This is fine. This will be steel coming across here when I have it ready. These are inserting. Okay, so the assembly machines are good. The next thing I need to circuit filter is belts. I want 1,000 belts, at least for now. We can always shorten that later. And then we'll take the filter off. Here we're stuck again. I want 100 of these undergrounds. Now that's running. And then I just want... We had a sale on splitters before. So that was handy. I just want 50 of these as well. Okay. We'll need the same circuit conditions on the red belts. Alright, can't reach. Just copy this, change it to red. Yeah, I really only want one stack of these made anyway. 2 stacks of these is fine. I did remove that filter, right? Yes. Okay, you'll stop soon enough. Yeah, you can make 2 stacks of these. That's okay. There we go. I have this inserted backwards. There we go. That's better. Just picking up all of the belt scrap off of the belt and putting it into the box. Okay. These are fine because they're both filtering. And I could even do the same thing here if I wanted to. I could have everything out, put into this box, and then just drop it onto the belt. And the same thing here as well. I guess that's a little bit cheaper because it's a little bit cheaper. It's probably not horribly worth the effort. It's the equivalent of 4 circuits. But we could do. Would simplify everything a little bit. Well, it doesn't though, because then I have to do a circuit network. And having to go through and touch all the circuit networks right at this point is not a great idea. Why did this iron or this copper never connect? Because we never actually connected it. Excellent. It goes on the inside. So we'll go here. Like that. Looks like we're going to have to add in perhaps another iron belt soon. And I think that's it for where I had everything going into the box and then filtering out. So those are the pieces that I needed to worry about with the filter inserters. Let's see what else we can add here. We could add this next bit here. How is this configured? So we're outputting those into this common belt. Which is running between these. I think what I'll do is I'll run another scrap belt in between here. And actually I should have just output these into that scrap belt. But you live, you learn. And I can grab this whole section here and just put another scrap belt at the top end. So that'll be useful. I'll just put 2 spaces because I already have the scrap being handled down there. Did I say onion belt? I think I said iron belt. I could be crazy. Wouldn't be the first time. I need this bit here. And to be fair, it probably won't be the last time either. Okay, green circuits in, out of assembly machines, but I'm not worried about it because I don't have any steel to deal with the steel here anyway, and these are all logistics boxes. Yeah, well, on the MMO we had plan for a fish belt that I don't think ever actually got occupied with fish. Oh, hey, look what happened over here. But we could have had a fish belt on the MMO. That would have been fun. So while that's not quite an onion belt, it is a non-standard belt. Am I dropping a lot of frames? Actually, I've pretty consistently been dropping about an average of 18 to 20% frames. I need to look into that because I don't know why. I was dropping that number of frames when I did 60 frames a second on the first couple of videos, and then I dropped the frame rate to 30 frames a second, and I'm still dropping 18 to 20% of my frames. So I don't know what's going on. Alright, I will stop that there so I can hopefully empty that coal belt out. Apparently we're only using half of the copper belt. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my feedback from... Actually, I probably should pause that. My feedback from Twitch, that might be why I'm losing frames myself, is CPU 3% to 3.5. Oh, down to 2. So it's pretty low. And it looks like I'm slinging about 5,000 K, 5 to 6, almost 7,000 K BPS as my stream rate. Don't know. So these logistics boxes we don't really care about at this point. It is there so that I can forget about them later. Yeah, now the CPU and OBS even drop below 1%, so it's definitely not an OBS issue. I don't know. But I'm new to this whole thing. So I don't know why I'm losing so many frames. But yeah, I'm actually over 20% now lost or dropped. And so I might as well stream at 60 frames a second, because then at least I'm getting like 40 something. Yeah, it could be just Twitch being twitchy. If I stream at 60, I still have the same drop rate, so I might as well just stream it at 60, and then at least the video's at 45 frames a second or 48 frames a second instead of 24 like it is now, average. At least that's my philosophy on the matter. Alright, so next is stone stuff. So, this is a squiggly mess. Let's see. You need the stone and the iron. You can output to the belt here. You need the iron. This is just pass-throughs, that's fine. And you're getting your iron from... Really? Why did they design it that way? That's kind of weird. Why did they pull the iron off the main line instead of off of this side belt? Yeah, and I keep forgetting to record locally in OBS too, so I have to download the Twitch stream or whatever I want to do with it. I'm downloading them just to keep them offline for now. I haven't decided if I'm going to put them up on YouTube or not, or what I want to do with them, but at least I can keep them offline until I decide. Oh, that's an excellent point. Yes, because I am a non-Twitcher at this point still. Well, yeah, that's a good pro tip. Um, the thing is I'm not actually using the hotkey, and I don't necessarily want to record my countdown. Although I guess I could just trim it later. But my problem is, my mental problem is, I don't want to record my countdown because I don't have to deal with it later. But on the flip side, if I don't record the countdown, then I forget to record. So, yeah. I'm just a mess, basically, is the long or the short of it. Yeah, I was doing 10 minutes, and I just shortened it to 5 this week. Um, starting yesterday. Because, yeah, 10 minutes was pretty obscene. I just wanted to have the a few minute buffer so that I could post that I was streaming and then give people a chance to get here before I actually started streaming. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to output I'm going to output the scrap somehow in between these belts. I can't do it though. Or unless I split this green circuits twice. Wait, why is... Okay. Green circuits goes there. Green circuits goes there. Why are they inserting circuits into the... That's weird too. Why they're inserting the circuits into the pipe machine. Alright, I'm just gonna have to fix this little bit here, which is fine, which is easy enough to do. Let's grab... No, one more. Let's grab this much. This is where we switch over the stone. See, my research is done. So you can come out of there like that. Take these guys off for now. Already out of undergrounds. Superb. Because I couldn't get enough. Alright, may as well do lube. Some more lab research speed. Don't need landfill. Guess I could get flammables because I'll need it eventually for rocket fuel. So what's behind? Yeah, I'll need trains because I'll need to get purple science eventually. Batteries, sure. We'll go with that for now. Blue inserters. Yeah, I just need to decide how I want to name my Twitch channel. I missed a filter. My YouTube channel rather. The only YouTube channel I have at the moment is is my name, and I just wanted my full name, and I just wanted to think about it before I. Not that I'm that worried about it, but before I start throwing it out there. Okay, 100, 150, 100. Okay, good. But I mean, nevertheless, I can always. I'm downloading them all to my hard drive, so I can always re-upload them after the fact. Won't be a big deal. So that's going to be stone brick coming across by itself. Iron's here. I didn't pick up the blue inserters while I was down there fixing the blue inserters. That was smart. Okay. Oh, that's good. I didn't know you could do that, actually. Alright, I will think about that one heavily. Let's do this. Set the filters. I don't understand why this is even here. It's kind of crazy to me. And I don't know why this one's here instead of there, but I'll leave it alone. Okay, so we need a scrap belt here. How do I want to deal with the scrap here? I think I will take this out. Hope that works. And then we'll make a scrap belt right here. We'll just do our little undergroundy trick here. I don't think I need any of that now because we're gonna end up adding. We're gonna end up adding another copy of this here, and then I'll have to figure out what I do about these green circuits. How I want to handle those for the next row. Okay, that one I don't know how I'm going to deal with yet. This... that I will just put... No, I don't like doing half undergrounds. This I will do this way. These are going to output iron scrap, not surprisingly. And then also over here, same thing, iron scrap. Here we'll have pipes. And also here we'll have pipes. Here we'll have underground pipes. Righty, it just takes a while. We gotta back that belt. That's interesting. I thought the inserters used to alternate, but apparently they don't anymore. Which is fine. Because once the belt, it'll be fine. Okay. And I think I've actually spent enough time tonight working on this mall. I plan on streaming again on Thursday. And by that time I should have a steel smelting array done. Probably another iron belt here for the bus. So far I don't need more green circuits, which is good. And then I think we can probably just go ahead and build. I really don't even have to build military science, but I think I will just because I'm kind of a completionist on it. And then we can come back and work on the mall some more. So next time we'll build military science and we'll build some more of the mall. And we'll have another iron belt here for the bus as well as some steel. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again on Thursday. Thanks.